We are live, sir. We can start the session.
Okay. Good evening, friends, and welcome to IQRA IAS. My name is Irshad Khan, and I'm one of your faculty for Political Science and International Relation. It's been a very good opportunity for me to introduce our main faculty for Political Science and International Relation, Mr. Sanjay Thakur sir. He has been teaching political science for more than 10 years, and he had taught more than 3,000 students and guided them for this preparation with an option of political science. So it's an opportunity for us to listen to him, to see what he has to say, what his orientation about the political science as an optional subject. And IQRA is very glad to have him on the platform for the political science. So without any delay, I would like to call Mr. Sanjay sir to start and begin the lecture to give the students an insight that is required for them to excel in the political science optional subject. Sir, the session is yours. Sir, these students are eagerly waiting for you. So, sir, please continue. Thank you very much. One more thing. The format of the class is sir will take the orientation and then we'll move toward the Q&A session. Okay. So thank you very much, sir. Sanjay Thakur sir, IQRA IAS welcomes you. Is it audible, sir? I guess.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Very good evening to all of you. Am I audible to you? Audible and visible both?
Yes, sir.
Can you see me and hear me properly? Okay, well. So, you're very welcome to PSIR Symposium at IQRA IAS. So, today I'm going to provide a brief introduction to the subject political science, especially the subject political science in context of optional in UPSC CSE written examination. So, in due course of going through the analysis of each and every entry of syllabus, I will try to tell you some brief description about their whereabouts as well. So, introduction to political science or whereabouts of political science. This is basically the topic of the day for the symposium. And I'm having the syllabus with me in my hand. So you might be knowing it that political science and international relationship subject for UPSC CSE written examination has been a very important subject. I can say for last 7 to 8 years especially. And from day by day, its importance is greatly increasing. Okay. So like other optional subjects, it is also comprised of 2 different papers. The subject matter of both the papers are highly interconnected. So political science paper 1 is basically comprised of 2 segments, like segment A, which is all about political thoughts and theories. And of course, up to a certain extent, we are also required to know about different kinds of political ideologies. And part B is all about Indian governance and politics, that is ICP. Similarly, if you look into the second paper of PSIR optional, it is also having its 2 distinguished components. Component A is all about comparative politics. And of course, the theories of international relationship. And second part is all about, global politics as well as India and world. So 2 highlighted components in part B of paper 2 are global politics plus India and world. So the second dimension of part B, that is India and world, it is hugely overlapped with your general studies paper 2 syllabus, especially when it comes to the syllabus concerning international relationship. Again, come back to paper 1, I mean part B of paper 1. Part B of paper 1, since it comprised of Indian governance and politics, so Indian governance and politics has a great overlap, a huge overlap with, again, general studies paper 2, especially corresponding to Indian politics and governance. Since in GS paper 2, you have to study about 4 different components. One is constitution and polity, other is governance, third one is social justice, and fourth one is international relationship. So higher portion of paper 2, it is directly overlapped with second dimension of part B of paper 2 in your PSIR optional paper. Okay, I mean second paper. And when it comes to part A, and up to a certain extent, undoubtedly, part A of paper 2 as well, means part A's of both the papers, they are having huge overlapping with your fourth paper, that is ethics and integrity. Fourth paper means general studies paper 4. Every year, you can see that you are having at least 1 to 2 topics in essay paper corresponding to political science optional subject. So all such things I have been discussing in front of you simply for the purpose of letting you know the importance of this subject. Okay, so since I have told you just now that we shall be starting with whereabouts of political science. So today I will try to provide some sort of, glimpses upon some introductory aspects of this discipline, this subject. Okay, and one more thing, in due course of interaction, supposedly I won't be hearing your voice because the system on which this entire episode is connected with me over here, I think that is desktop, and there is no volume system, I mean open volume system concerning this desktop. To hear the voice, I would be requiring to use the earphone, and non-hesitatingly I would be saying that I'm not going to use any earphone. So, but no worries, I will be taking up your doubts by having a look into your textual messages. Okay, so let's get started with the topic. We have done so much formalities regarding on which date the bias is going to be commenced, how long will it take to get accomplished, and so on and so forth. So today I'm trying to demonstrate myself concerning the introductory aspect of political science. Okay, so look, here whereabouts of political science means introduction to the discipline of political science, or the discipline like political science. Now the question is, what is meant by discipline? Look, suppose if somebody is telling you that please stay disciplined, please remain in discipline, what does it mean? It simply means that you are asked, you are supposed to remain within your limit. Means if somebody is not crossing his limit, it means he is within the purview of discipline, he is in discipline. So directly or indirectly, if the term discipline is employed along with any subject, it means that something which constitute the extent of the subject. Extent of the subject. Extent of the subject means the limit of the subject. The limit of the subject means if a subject is formed out of its different kinds of orders, different kinds of ingredients, so all those ingredients would be termed as discipline. Okay, so something which constitute the extent of the subject. Now the question is, so what's the extent of the subject like political science? What's the extent of the subject like political science? means what are the components which are used to formulate the limit of, the entire design of the subject like political science. So focusing upon those components, we shall be studying in our syllabus. So the components which constitute the subject political science, they are basically political thoughts, political theories, and of course, while studying political theories, we shall also be studying about different sorts of political ideologies. So political thoughts, political theories, comparative political assessment, comparative political assessments, governance and political schemes, and international relationship. International relationship. So whenever we will be talking about the discipline like political science, it means we are going to rely upon these important components which make the subject political science a kind of discipline. So hopefully you would be getting my point. So if I'm saying that we are going to study the discipline like political science, it means within a particular subject, we are going to emphasize upon these important components. So via means of certain ingredients constituting political science as a discipline, I am trying to indicate you that we are going to study about political thought, we are going to study about political theories, political ideologies, comparative politics, issues concerning governance and politics, and of course, international relationship. So all such components would be constituting the discipline like political science. Is it okay? Fine. See, apart from all these components constituting this discipline, listen me carefully. It is basically the political thought which matters a lot. So political thought should be taken high-handedly while studying the discipline like political science. Why? Because of certain reasons. See, every subject has its own linguistic context. Every subject has its own orientation, right? Every subject is promoted or regulated via means of the usage of certain key terminologies. So if you look into the discipline like political science, all the key concepts, all the specific linguistic aspects concerning the subject like political science, they are formed out of political thought. So this is the reason why I'm saying you that while studying the discipline political science, primarily it is needed to study political thought. So once you properly get to know about different political thoughts, it becomes very much easy for you to understand different political ideologies vis-a-vis different political theories, because there is a very huge overlap between political thought and political theories. Political theories may be considered as a larger sum of political thoughts. So political thoughts are basically individual oriented. Suppose you are a particular scholar, political thinker, you have pronounced or propounded certain specific kind of thought. Suppose there is some other guy who is also a political thinker, who is also a political scholar. He may be providing some distinct political thought. And this is how the thoughts, collected from different political thinkers, they are combined together, their commonness is evaluated, and on the ground of their commonness, political theories are constituted. So in simplest possible term, you can say that political theory is basically a set, and this set is formed out of different subsets which are called as political thoughts. So are you getting my point? Political thought and political theories. But remember, if the subject like political science is like suppose it's like a building, so in constructing this building, foundation would be certainly constructed by political thoughts. So this is explicitly mentioned in your syllabus. especially Unit 10 and Unit 9 of Part A of Paper 1. So Unit 10 is all about Western political thought, and Unit 9 is all about Indian political thought. So after going across the two sets of political thoughts, namely Western political thought and Indian political thought, we are supposed to study the different political ideologies and then the different sorts of political thoughts. Political thoughts means political thought related to, political theories. After going through political thoughts and ideologies, we are supposed to move towards political theories. Means political theory related to state, political theory related to equality, freedom, rights, power, hegemony, and all. So they are basically the part of political theories. But before going across political theories, we are supposed to get two important components accomplished in Part A in Paper 1, and they are primarily the political thoughts and secondly, political ideologies. Okay. So first of all, we will be doing it political thoughts. Political thoughts. Then political theories. And even before political theories, political ideologies. Political ideologies. And after going through political ideologies, finally, we will switch over upon political theories. Political theories. Look, under political thought, as per the syllabus subscribed by Union Public Service Commission for PSIR optional, we have to rely upon two sets of political thoughts. One is the WPT, that is Western political thought, and other one is the Eastern political thought, especially the Eastern political thought in context of India. So this set of political thought, that is Eastern political thought, can be precisely termed as Indian political thought. Indian political thought. So there are different subgroups of each and every classes of political thought. For example, if you look into the Western political thought, it may be classified into Greek political thought. It may be classified into Italian political thought, British political thought, German political thought, So they are the different subclasses of Western political thought. Similarly, there are different subclasses of Eastern political thought. Eastern political thought means to say Chinese political thought, Indian political thought, Arabic political thought, and so on and so forth. But here, within the ambit of Eastern political thought, we have to rely strictly upon Indian political thought. Are you getting my point? So two thought traditions we are required to study in our syllabus. Okay. See, under Western political thought, we have to discuss two classes of political thought. One is ancient Western political thought, and the other is contemporary, or you can say modern. I think modern will be the more appropriate term. Modern Western political thought. Okay. Similarly, under Indian political thought, we are needed to study its two classes. One is ancient Indian political thought, and the other is modern Indian political thought. Is it okay? Ancient Indian political thought, modern Indian political thought. So you would be certainly more acclimatized to Indian political thought. So first of all, I'm going to show you the references concerning ancient Indian political thought vis-a-vis modern Indian political thought. Okay, look. So under ancient Indian political thought, you are supposed to study two thought traditions. One is, Brahmanic tradition. And the other is Shramanic tradition. So under Brahmanic tradition, you are supposed to study about Manu and Kautilya, right? See, the best medium to study political thought is to study it through its thinkers. Okay. And while studying the viewpoints of thinkers, we are required to refer the classics or the text written by them. So while studying Brahminical thought tradition in ancient Indian political thought, we shall be focusing upon Manu and Kautilya. While studying Manu, we will be referring, some Smriti texts in general and Manu Smriti in particular. Manu Smriti. While studying Kautilya, it's obvious that we shall be referring Arthashastra. Arthashastra for Kautilya. Fine. So political thought shall be studied within the purview of political thinkers. And to understand the political thinkers well, we are supposed to refer their classics, their great texts written by them. Okay. So this much is for Brahminical tradition. And under Shramanic tradition, in fact, Shramanic tradition is all about non-Vedic tradition. Non-Vedic tradition means Brahminic tradition follows the Vedas, Shramanic tradition denies the Vedas. So within the purview of Shramanic tradition, it's obvious that you may refer Buddha, Jaina, Ajivakas, and so on and so forth. But remaining within your limit, because we are going to show political science as a discipline, so we are equally required to be disciplined while having a coverage of syllabi, right? So in 9th unit of part A in paper 1, it is all about Indian political thought, right? And under Indian political thought, it is given that Dharma Shastra, Artha Shastra, and Buddhist. Okay, Dharma Shastra, Artha Shastra, and Buddhist. So Dharma Shastra and Artha Shastra, they are related to Brahminic tradition, right? And of course, under Shramanic tradition, we have to select only one topic, and that is Buddhist tradition. So we need to remain specific while studying Shramanic tradition. We are not required to, cross over the boundary of Buddhist tradition within Shramanic one. So Buddhist tradition. So these two streams, like Brahminic stream and Shramanic stream, they constitute the ancient Indian political thought, right? But when it comes to modern Indian political thought, here we are supposed to study about certain political thinkers like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Sri Aurobindo, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. 2 days before we have celebrated their birthday. Okay, MK Gandhi. Then it comes Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and finally Manvendranath Roy, M.N. Roy. So he is supposed to be the father of communist movement in India, and he is considered as the supporter of radical democracy. So while studying M.N. Roy, we shall be referring all such things. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 modern Indian political thinkers and 2 ancient Indian political thinkers. Not 2, exactly 3. Manu, Kautilya, and Mahatma Buddha. So in totality, we have to study a total of 8 political thinkers in unit number 9. And why we need to study those 8 political thinkers, Indian political thinkers, in order to understand Indian political thought. And all these 8 political thinkers, they can be classified into, 2 different eras. So in ancient era, 3 scholars are there, Manu, Kautilya, and Mahatma Buddha. And in modern era, here, 5 political thinkers are there, like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Aurobindo, Gandhi, Ambedkar, M.N. Roy. Okay, so this is all about Indian political thoughts. So this much thing we need to study while doing with the regular sessions. So you must be aware of the fact that we are going to commence the regular session from 31st of October. The timing is 1:30 p.m. Right? So now please switch over to Western political thought. Okay, Western political thought. So we have just discussed ancient political thought. I mean, Indian political thought. And under Indian political thought, we have seen ancient Indian political thought as well as modern Indian political thought. So move on to Western political thought. See, like we saw in case of India, here too, we will be studying two sets of Western political thought. One is ancient Western political thought, and other is modern Western political thought. So under ancient Western political thought, we are supposed to study two political scholars who are belonging to, I mean, Greece school of political thought or Greece thought tradition. They are basically Plato and Aristotle. Plato and Aristotle. But the problem is, while studying Plato, you cannot write the Socrates off. So directly we shall be starting with Plato, but we will also be observing a reborn of Socrates in Plato. So while studying Plato, we will observe the rebirth of Socrates in Plato. Okay, because we all know it well that political thought can be studied through referring political thinkers, and political thinkers can be understood via means of having a glimpse upon the great text written by them. And remember, no such great texts are available which are written by Socrates. So whatever we know in details about Socrates, we all know via means of Plato only. Okay, fine. So directly, we have to refer Plato and Aristotle under ancient Western political thought, but indirectly we shall be referring Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, all the thrice within the purview of ancient Western political thought. Is it okay? Fine. Look, so there is a great relationship between these trio, I mean Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. For example, Socrates is basically the teacher of Plato, while Plato is basically the teacher of Aristotle. The teacher of Aristotle. But the difference is, look, Plato is the pupil of Socrates, Aristotle is the pupil of Plato. But the difference between these two pupils are, I mean, Plato and Aristotle is, you can say Plato is the greatest pupil of Socrates. But in case of Aristotle versus Plato, Aristotle, of course, may be called as the greatest pupil of, greatest disciple of Plato, but at the same time, he is also the greatest critic of Plato. Okay, but nowhere you will be finding Plato criticizing the Socrates. But on many occasions, you will be clearly finding that Aristotle would be criticizing Plato. So Aristotle is the greatest disciple, greatest pupil, as well as the greatest critic of Plato. Plato is the greatest disciple of Socrates. Okay. So in becoming a political philosopher, I'm telling about Plato. So for Plato, in becoming a political philosopher, there is a great contribution made by Socrates. I can't say that all the contributions were made by Socrates, but of course, the maximum contributions were made by Socrates, because Plato earlier wanted to, join politics because he was belonging to aristocratic Athenian family, and many of his family members were in politics. Even in past, there was a great track record of Plato's family concerning their relationship with politics and bureaucracy. So he was also desiring of becoming a great politician. But there were certain mishaps took place in Plato's life, and those were basically, you can say, ideological mishaps. And because of all those developments, Plato shifted himself from politics to philosophy, and later on he became the great political philosopher. Even he is called as the father of political philosophy. And because of his shifting from politics to philosophy, now we are studying about Plato in our syllabus, UPSC CSC main syllabus. Okay, fine. So 3 scholars need to be studied. 3 political thinkers, ancient Western political thinkers, need to be studied under Western political thought. It constitutes the 10th unit of part A in paper 1. Okay, fine. So they all belong to Greeks. They are Greek philosophers. Okay, so Greek is a part of Western world. So philosophers or thinkers coming from that world will be called as Western political philosophers, Western political thinkers. One more thing. See, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Socrates is called as the father of ethics. The father of ethics. Ethics is basically a branch of philosophy. A branch of philosophy. Plato is called as the father of political philosophy. The father of political philosophy. Aristotle is called as the father of political science. So anything or everything, opined by these 3 great Greek political philosophers or thinkers, don't you think that would be of great importance for the discipline like political science? Because one is considered to be the father of ethics, other is considered to be the father of political philosophy, and third one, that is Aristotle, is termed as the father of political science. So anything told by Aristotle or Plato in the context of the discipline like political science, don't you think it automatically becomes very important thing? Fine. So Western political thought starts with actually Plato. Western political thought starts with Plato, and Plato and Aristotle, they are belonging to ancient tradition of Western political thought. So Western political thought starts with Plato and Aristotle. Means Western political thought starts with Greek political thought because they are belonging to Greek. Greece. The people of Greece, they are called as Greeks. Okay, Greek political thought. So apart from, the ancient Western political thought, we are also needed to study the modern Western political thought. So what we need to study in modern Western political thought? So here we shall be studying the thought propounded by Machiavelli. Then it comes Thomas Hobbes. Then John Locke. Then it comes John Stuart Mill. Then Karl Marx. then Gramsci, then Hannah Arendt. So how many modern Western political thinkers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we need to study all these 7 modern Western political thinkers. Is it okay? See, here Machiavelli and Gramsci, right? Machiavelli and Gramsci. They were belonging to Italy. So you can say Italian political thinkers. Italian political thinkers. Italian political thinkers, they constitute the part of Western political thought. Okay. Then it comes Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, J.S. Mill. All the thrice were from Britain. So they were British political thinkers. Okay. Karl Marx and Hannah Arendt, they were from Germany. So don't you think Greece, Italy, Britain, Germany, they all are the part of Western world? So the thinkers belonging to this portion or this region, they would be certainly referred to as the Western political thinkers, and their thoughts would be called as Western political thought. Is it okay? Are you getting my point? Yes. So whatever we discussed till now, they are going to constitute 9th and 10th unit of part A in paper 1. Okay. After going through this much portion, we will be moving on to political ideologies. Certain important political ideologies which are given in our syllabus. So under political ideologies, we shall be studying about, liberalism, Marxism, and of course, socialism, liberalism, socialism, Marxism, pluralism. Here we will also study about post-colonialism, feminism, Gandhism, and of course 2 to 3 political ideologies more. Right now I'm just showing whatever be given in our syllabus. Okay. So after going through these political ideologies, now we will be directly shifting on to political theories. So in political theories, primarily you will be taught about the meaning and approaches to political theories. Okay. Meaning and approaches to political theories. Then political theory of state, equality, then justice, liberty, freedom, liberty and freedom, they can be used interchangeably, so there is no need to have repetition. So liberty, then democracy, and finally power, hegemony, and all. Okay, so this portion we will be studying under political theories. So In due course of having a go through of all these political theories, we will also have some sort of reference to part A in paper 2. Especially while studying political theories, we will also be studying the theories of international relationship. The theories of international relationship. And after doing with the theory of international relationship, that is basically the part of Unit 5. Unit 5, Part A, Paper 2. Okay. Unit 2, it is also very much overlapped with Part A in Paper 1. Yes. State in comparative perspective. So while studying the theory of state, we will also be studying the states in comparative perspective. Means theories of states and states in comparative perspectives. Okay. So after doing all these sections, we will switch over upon IGP portion, Indian governance and politics. Under Indian governance and politics, we may classify it into two subclasses. One is Indian nationalism. It is basically Unit 1 of Part B in Paper 1, Indian nationalism. And then it comes, you can say, constitutional and governing aspects. Here, it would be appropriate to say political and governing aspects. Political and governing aspects. Okay. So under political and governing aspects, we'll be studying about the historical underpinnings of Indian Constitution, the issues concerning the different organs of government like executive, legislative, judiciary on both the tiers, central as well as state. Means central executive, state executive, central legislative, state legislative, and in the domain of judiciary, we can't say central judiciary and state judiciary, rather we are having single integrated judicial system. So you can say judicial system of India, it is also to be studied within this part, right? Apart from this, in paper 2, under part A, we'll discuss about comparative politics plus global politics. Global politics is basically the integral part of second part, I mean part B in paper 2. And within this part, global politics and India and world. India and world. So this is how the syllabus of political science optional paper 1 and paper 2 would be covered while regular classes, which is going to be commenced from 31st October. Fine. So political science. Political science. Don't you think the heading of this subject oftenly confuses the people, whether it's a science like biology, whether it's a science like chemistry or other natural and life sciences? The question may be yes. The question may also be, I mean, the answer may be yes, and also the answer may be no. So how it can be termed as a science? See, before understanding political science as science, I'm going to start it with a famous quote, and that quote is given by Maitland. So there is a political scholar, Maitland, who says that whenever I see the question paper. The question paper titled Political Science. Titled Political Science. I get more and more troubled with the title of the question paper rather than the ask answers given in the question paper. Are you getting this point? So Maitland basically, he is criticizing the discipline political science by having such nomenclature, because you get a suffix science attached with expression political science. So he is criticizing, he is saying that whenever I see the question paper titled political science, I am more troubled with the title of the question paper rather than the ask answers given in the question paper. Ask answers means questions rather than the questions given in the question paper. See, means he is clearly saying that political science should not be provided with the suffix science. Now the question is, what is science and why he is in against of not providing the suffix of science along with political science? Because he was comparing political science with life science or natural science. No doubt, the way we treat natural science, or you can say, just a moment. Yes. So it should not be treated as science the way we treat life sciences or natural sciences like biology, physics and all, because natural sciences are basically defined as a kind of, means each and every kind of natural science you can define in same way, saying it is just like an organized body of knowledge, supported by different kinds of observations and experimentations, which shall be derived from the study of natural phenomena of entire universe. So such definition is not, resembled with the discipline like political science. So in content wise, political science may not be treated as natural science, but if you look into the pattern of studying the political science, it may be resembled with the pattern of studying the natural science. So in that context, it may be called as science. In that context, it may be called as science. But content-wise, it may not be called as science. Science means natural science. So whenever we write political science, so here science is not meant by we are trying to refer the natural science. Rather, we are trying to refer humanities only. But the way of studying this humanities subject, it is similar to that of the subjects related to natural science. Is it okay? So with this, I'm going to terminate my session. Now I am inviting Irshad sir. So he will be sharing the dais with you. So, and of course, I will see you in the first class. I mean 31st of October, when we will be commencing the session. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sanjay sir would be thank you, Sanjay sir. Irshad sir will also be joining you guys in a minute or so. जहाँ पे question answer sessions चलेंगे. We'll try to keep it in English as well as Hindi. All right. So just give us a moment. Thank you for your time, sir.
Sir, Judy sir, am I audible? But I'm
Yes, sir.
not visible.
Audible है sir.
Visible नहीं है. एक बार जरा चेक करिए.
जी sir. Just give me a minute.
I think I'm visible now. Judy sir, I'm visible
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
audible
yes,
both
sir.
now. Okay.
हाँ जी.
So thank you very much, Sanjay sir, for such a great insights to our students who's beginning their preparation, and they are very fond of taking the PSIR as an optional subject. So we are very glad to have you in our platform to teach our students, and to uh, prepare them to score a very good marks in the optional subject. Okay. तो विल स्टार्ट. हम लोग क्या करेंगे कि हम लोग क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. आपके जो भी क्वेश्चन है, यूडी सर माइक अलाउड है इनको अभी कि दे हैव टू, मतलब उनको लिखना पड़ेगा टेक्स्ट में?
चैट में बोला है सर. जी सर.
ओके. सो जो भी क्वेश्चन है आपका, यू कैन पुट इट ऑन द चैट बॉक्स. आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख दीजिए. आई विल आंसर वन बाय वन. ठीक है. सर माइक के वॉल्यूम कम है. माइक का वॉल्यूम कम है. इज इट ऑडिबल आई गेस प्रॉपरली? राघव,
सर ऑडियो ठीक है सर.
ठीक है. ठीक है. तो किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है अगर से, तो दे कैन आस्क देयर क्वेश्चंस. ओके. राघव का कुछ क्वेश्चंस था मेरे ख्याल से पीछे, अगर हम लोग जाएंगे तो राघव रिफ्रेम योर क्वेश्चन अगेन. तो आप अपने साइड से, व्हाट इज द फीस स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द क्लास ऑफ पीएसआई. तो फीस विल बी 25. you can see the fees is 25,000 for the first 50 student, and we are filling this part very quickly in a day or two. एक दो दिन के अंदर हमारा ये फीस का जो ऑफर है 25,000 वो कंप्लीट होने वाला है, जो 50 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए रखा था. अदरवाइज द फीस इज 40,000. द ओरिजिनल फीस इज 40,000. ओरिजिनल फीस इज 40,000 प्लस जीएसटी. ठीक है. That is 18% GST. But for the first 50 students, it is 25,000. Okay, so you have to register as soon as possible. There are two installments in this. You can see over here, at the time of registration, you have to pay 12,500 plus GST, and the remaining is on the 15th of December. You will get 45 days of टाइमिंग टू कंप्लीट. पर आपको 45 दिन मिलेगा आपकी फीस को कंप्लीट करने के लिए. ठीक है. तो दो साइकिल में है. ये आपका फीस का हो गया, जिसने भी फीस के लिए क्वेश्चन पूछा था. सर एक बार चैट बॉक्स में और भी क्वेश्चंस आए हैं.
सो बेसिकली उनका क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो पॉलिटिकल थिंकर्स के बारे में पूछा जाता है, क्या उन्हीं 8 थिंकर्स के बारे में होगा या उसके बाहर का भी आने की संभावना है?
देखो, यूपीएससी का जो सिलेबस है आपका, ठीक है, आपके सिलेबस की अगर हम बात करें तो आपके सिलेबस में वेस्टर्न पॉलिटिकल थिंकर्स वो एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन्ड है कि कौन कौन से रहेंगे. ठीक है. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन थिंकर एंड अदर थियरिस्ट. ठीक है. ये दो चीज में डिफरेंस है. वेस्टर्न पॉलिटिकल थिंकर, जो थिंकर्स मेंशन है, जैसे कि प्लेटो है, ओके, सोक्रेट इज नॉट मेंशन. प्लेटो, एरिस्टोटल, कार्ल मार्क्स, मैकियावेली, थॉमस हॉब्स, मिल. ठीक है. नाउ अभी जैसे कि आपको प्लेटो पढ़ना है, ठीक है, मान लो प्लेटो को आपको स्टार्ट करना है रीडिंग. आप प्लेटो जब तक नहीं समझ सकते हैं कि प्लेटो ने बात क्या कही है, ठीक है, प्लेटो कहना क्या चाहता है, प्लेटो किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में चीजें बोलना चाह रहा है, वो जब तक नहीं समझ में आएगा जब तक आप सोक्रेटिस नहीं पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है. यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? जब तक आप सोक्रेट्स नहीं पढ़ेंगे आपको प्लेटो समझ में नहीं आएगा, ठीक है? तो ऑल दो सोक्रेट्स इज नॉट मेंशन इन योर सिलेबस, ठीक है, पर सोक्रेट्स को आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा। तो फॉर दैट रीजन, टू बिल्ड अप द टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड प्लेटो, हम क्या करते हैं, हम आपको पहले सोक्रेट्स समझाने की कोशिश करते हैं सोक्रेट्स क्या कहना चाह रहा था। ऑल दो हम एग्जाम के ओरिएंटेशन से उसे पढ़ाते हैं तो हम बहुत ब्रीफली बात करते हैं उसके लिए, ठीक है? जैसे कि रूसियो, अब रूसियो अंडरस्टैंड करना बहुत जरूरी है आपके लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि जब तक रूसियो नहीं समझ में आएगा आपको मिल में आपको दिक्कत होगी समझने में। जेएस मिल, दैट इज देयर इन द सिलेबस। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस यू विल ऑल्सो विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द मिल के ऊपर भी बेंथम है, यूटिलिटेरियन मॉडल, आपको वो समझ में नहीं आएगा, ठीक है? तो क्या है कि कुछ थिंकर जो फिलोसोफर हैं, पॉलिटिकल फिलोसोफर, वो बहुत प्रोमिनेंट है, ठीक है? तो उनका नाम एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन है, उनसे क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली आएगा। जैसे कि हम अगर बात करें एरिस्टोटल की, हम बात करें प्लेटो की, दे आर द ग्रेट थिंकर्स, ग्रेट फिलोसोफर्स, तो यहां से क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली आना ही है। इन दो थिंकर से एक क्वेश्चन हर साल आपको आएगा, एंड दिस इज द रीजन आई एम देयर फॉर यू पीपल। जो सैटरडे की आपकी क्लास होगी, ठीक है, एवरी सैटरडे इन एवरी वीक, ये कैटेगराइजेशन आफ्टर 5 दिन सर की क्लास के बाद 6 दिन हम लोग यही डिस्कशन, मेरा डिस्कशन इसी टॉपिक पे रहेगा कि किस पार्ट पे ज्यादा एम्फोसाइज करना है, कहां से क्वेश्चन की प्रिडिक्टिबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा है, कहां से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है और आता है, टाइम एंड अगेन हमारा आंसर कैसा होगा, हमारा स्ट्रक्चर कैसे बनेगा, आपको टॉपिक समझ में आया या नहीं आया। तो हमारा जो आप देखेंगे कि इफ यू सी इन हियर, ठीक है, ये जो क्लास का मॉडल है, फॉर्मेट है, हमने इसी के लिए डिजाइन किया है। 5 दिन आपको सर पढ़ाएंगे, 1 दिन आके मैं पढ़ाऊंगा आपको, फिर ये कंटिन्यू चलेगा फर्स्ट 2 वीक तक। फिर उसके बाद में आफ्टर 2 वीक, आफ्टर 2 मंथ, फर्स्ट 2 मंथ, आफ्टर 2 मंथ आई विल टेक सैटरडे एंड संडे बोथ। उसमें आंसर राइटिंग डिस्कशन हो गया, और भी चीजें जो है, क्या किसका आंसर होना चाहिए, कैसा होना चाहिए, आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होना चाहिए, किस कंटेंट को आपको पढ़ना है और किसको नहीं पढ़ना है, दैट विल बी एक्सप्लिसिटली डिस्कस इन दैट। तो एग्जाम में ये 8 पॉलिटिकल थिंकर्स से तो डेफिनेटली क्वेश्चन, दिस इज द टारगेट एरिया, ये टारगेट एरिया है उनका, वहां से क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली आपको आएंगे। लेकिन क्वेश्चन कभी हो सकता है कि पीछे से वो निकाल के पूछ ले, इट हैपेंड इन द प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स, ठीक है? तो उसे भी आपको जानना जरूरी है। पर मेजॉरिटी टाइम इसी जितने थिंकर मेंशन है सिलेबस में, चाहे वो वेस्टर्न हो चाहे वो इंडियन हो, क्वेश्चन वहां से ही आएगा मोस्टली, ठीक है? दैट वी विल डिस्कस इन द जो हमारा जब लेक्चर स्टार्ट होगा तो वहां पे डिस्कशन ज्यादा होगा, ओके? सो आई गेस आई हैव एड्रेस दिस क्वेश्चन। किनका था ये? राघव का क्वेश्चन था। सर थैंक यू लकी फॉर मेंशनिंग, रीमेंशनिंग माय क्वेश्चन। ओके राघव, यू वेलकम। क्या है? सोक्रेटिस वाज अ गुरु ऑफ प्लेटो, यस। What about the resources apart from the lecture notes and by the teacher? You do not have to refer anything. You do not have to refer anything or any book. No book is required. Whatever we are giving as a class notes and the printed notes, ठीक है, printed notes, and okay, along with this the current affair notes, along with this we will give you the value addition notes. These are the 4 things that we will be providing in the lecture. ये 4 चीजें हैं जो हम आपको प्रोवाइड करेंगे, ठीक है? कहां पे? हमारे क्लास में, ठीक है? These are the 4 things that will be provided. Apart from this 4 thing, you don't have to read anything. आपको कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर ज्यादा क्यूरियोसिटी है तो मुझे बताना कि सर आई वांट टू रीड मोर अबाउट द सब्जेक्ट, देन आई विल गिव यू सर्टेन लिस्ट ऑफ द बुक्स दैट यू कैन रीड, बट दैट इज फॉर द एकेडमिक। अगर एग्जाम निकालना है तो मेरे हिसाब से ये 4 आप पढ़ लेते हैं तो दैट इज मोर देन इनफ, ठीक है? 4 जो नोट्स, जो डॉक्यूमेंट आपको, टेक्सचुअल डॉक्यूमेंट जो आपको दी जाएंगे क्लास के अपार्ट फ्रॉम द क्लास, इज मोर देन सफिशिएंट टू राइट योर गुड आंसर, स्कोर अ गुड मार्क्स। आपका बर्डन कम करने के लिए वो एक्स्ट्रा क्लास हम रख रहे हैं, ठीक है. दैट इज द रीजन दैट वी आर कीपिंग दैट एक्स्ट्रा क्लास. ओके, सो आई गेस आई हैव एड्रेस्ड दैट क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. Another question apart from lecture note by the teacher. Okay, ऑप्शनल पेपर से पहले लक्ष्मीकांत या डीडी बसु की बुक पढ़ना नेसेसरी है, यहाँ पे क्लियर हो गया. ओके, you don't have to read actually, no need to read. अगर आपको पढ़ना ही है बिफोर कमिंग फॉर द पॉलिटिकल साइंस ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट, काइंडली रीड एनसीईआरटी पढ़ो एंड रीड इट फ्रॉम 9th to 12th. न्यू एनसीईआरटी जो आपकी नई वाली एनसीईआरटी है, 9th to 12th तक के एनसीईआरटी पढ़ के आओ, 9th to 12th. और उसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट किताब है दैट इज 11th पॉलिटिकल थियरी. जो 11th की पॉलिटिकल थियरी है आप उसे पढ़िए, वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. डीडी बसु इज इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, और उसमें एक सेक्शन है, बहुत 3-4 यूनिट ही मिलकर के डीडी बसु कवर कर पाएगा, ठीक है, आपके पेपर 1 सेक्शन बी के एरिया में, चाहे वो लक्ष्मीकांत हो. तो एक पूरी किताब पढ़ लेना 3-4 उसके लिए, दैट इज नॉट अ बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक, वो बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक का काम नहीं करेगा. उससे अच्छा है कि आप 11th की एनसीईआरटी जो है पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी, इसे प्रिसाइजली पढ़े. एग्जाम हमारी क्लास स्टार्ट होने से पहले जितनी बार पढ़ सकते हैं उतनी बार पढ़े. उसके बाद में आप 9 to 10th एनसीईआरटी जो नई वाली है, 9th क्लास के एनसीईआरटी डेमोक्रेटिक पॉलिटिक्स पार्ट 1, 10th डेमोक्रेटिक पॉलिटिक्स पार्ट 2, 11th में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड वर्क पॉलिटिकल थियरी है, वर्ल्ड पॉलिटिक्स 12th में है, और इंडिया पॉलिटिक्स इन इंडिया सिंस इंडिपेंडेंस वो भी 12th में है. रीड दैट कैन बिल्ड अप सम बेस फॉर यू पीपल, सो दैट वी कैन बिगिन द लेक्चर फ्रॉम देयर. वहां से हम लेक्चर स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. The another question, so Nitish, your question has been addressed, I guess. Sir, which all topics will be covered in Indian nationalism? Indian nationalism के लिए आप देखेंगे तो जो precisely freedom struggle है, freedom struggle का part, ठीक है, ये एक्चुअली आपके सेक्शन बी पेपर 1 सेक्शन बी का पहला यूनिट है, यूनिट 1 आपका सिलेबस जो है PSIR का, ये पार्ट है. उसमें फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, इट विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम पार्टीशन ऑफ बंगाल 1905, और उससे भी पहले फॉर्मेशन ऑफ INC इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस 1885. यहां से शुरू करेगा, मतलब दैट विल स्टार्ट कवरिंग फ्रॉम हियर एंड इट विल गो अप टिल 1947 द इंडिपेंडेंस, ठीक है. उसमें अलग अलग जो मूवमेंट है, सत्याग्रह मूवमेंट, सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट, पार्टीशन, नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट, कांग्रेस, मॉडरेट एक्सट्रीमिस्ट, अंबेडकर का अलग अलग व्यूज, ठीक है, मार्क्सिस्ट का क्या व्यूज है नेशनलिज्म को लेकर के, ठीक है, दलित्स का क्या व्यूज है नेशनलिज्म को लेकर के, ठीक है. यू विल रीड अबाउट गांधीज कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन इन दैट. So this part of modern history in your GS paper 1 will be covered from here, ठीक है, ये यहाँ से कवर होगा. ओके, गेटिंग इट. तो ये आपका जब सेक्शन बी स्टार्ट होगा पेपर 1 का, सेक्शन बी, द फर्स्ट यूनिट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंडियन फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, ठीक है, इंडियन नेशनल मूवमेंट, इंडियन नेशनलिज्म, वहां से, ठीक है. सो वैष्णवी चौधरी, आई गेस योर क्वेश्चन इज एड्रेस.
सर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कि ये क्लास का मोड कैसा होगा, ऑनलाइन होगा, ऑफलाइन होगा, किस तरह से?
Okay, so this is a very good question. Actually, people are more confused in this part, so I'll make them clear over here itself. Okay, PSIR class, you see course mode जो है आपका, sorry, जो course का mode है आपका, it is offline live classes. We called it as an hybrid model. तो आपकी जो रेगुलर क्लास है दैट इज 5+1, इट विल बी लाइव दैट इज ऑनलाइन, इट इज एन ऑनलाइन क्लास. अलॉन्ग विद दिस ऑनलाइन क्लास we will be also giving you 2 to 3 days ऑफलाइन इंटरेक्शन सेशन, कैसा डाउट और इंटरेक्शन सेशन कहां पे, हमारे कानपुर और पुणे सेंटर पे. So those who are living near that particular area, they can come and they can attend. We will inform you priorly कि कब हम वो क्लासेस ऑर्गेनाइज करने वाले हैं. तो ऑफलाइन हम इसलिए उसे कर रहे हैं, हमारा मेजर जो पर्पस है उसे करने का, जनरली होता क्या है कि जब आप ऑनलाइन क्लास में होते हैं तो देयर इज अ डिसकनेक्शन बिटवीन द स्टूडेंट्स एंड द टीचर. टीचर आया, उसने ब्लैक बोर्ड पे पढ़ाया, आपने 2.5 घंटा पढ़ाया, वो चला गया, बच्चे ने पढ़ा और वो रह गया. इवेंचुअली ये जो डिसकनेक्शन होता है, इसको रिमूव करने के लिए हमने दोनों ही सेंटर पे 2 से 3 क्लास एवरी मंथ हमने ऑर्गेनाइज किया है. 2 से 3 क्लास वहां और 2 से 3 क्लास वहां. डिपेंड्स अपॉन द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द बोथ द टीचर. कौन सा टीचर कहां जाएगा वो टीचर के उस टाइम के अवेलेबिलिटी पे डिपेंड करेगा. सो दिस इज द हाइब्रिड मॉडल. पर प्रोमिनेंटली योर एंटायर लेक्चर विल बी हेल्ड ऑनलाइन, दैट विल बी अ लाइव सेशन. ठीक है. टाइमिंग फ्रॉम 1:30 PM टिल 4 PM, 4 PM तक. ठीक. दिस विल बी द टाइमिंग, डेली टाइमिंग. ओके. आपकी सैटरडे की क्लास की टाइमिंग थोड़ी सी ऊपर नीचे हो सकती है, पर मंडे टू फ्राइडे की टाइमिंग आपकी ये रहेगी. ठीक है सर. आई गेस दिस क्वेश्चन हैज बीन एड्रेस. यूडी सर, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
जी सर, इसके साथ ऑनलाइन डाउट क्लासेस भी होंगे?
हाँ, ऑनलाइन डाउट क्लासेस जो आपकी सैटरडे की क्लास है, सैटरडे की क्लास ये डाउट से क्लास ही है आपकी ऑनलाइन. सैटरडे वाली क्लास जो 5+1 जो है आपका, वो पहले फर्स्ट 2 month विल बी 1 क्लास ऑन सैटरडे, एंड आफ्टर दैट, आफ्टर 2 month दिस विल बी 2 क्लास, दैट इज सैटरडे एंड संडे बोथ. वो 2 क्लास में टर्न हो जाएगी. उसमें आंसर राइटिंग, मेंटरिंग शीट, सारी चीजें आपको मिलेगी. ओके.
जनरली जब आप कहते हैं कि वैल्यू एडिशन करना चाहिए नोट्स में, तो एग्जैक्टली ये वैल्यू एडिशन होता क्या है?
वैल्यू एडिशन मतलब समझो, सपोज करो कि कुछ नया डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है टॉपिक के अंदर. देयर माइट बी सम न्यू डेवलपमेंट इन द डिसिप्लिन, दैट इज PSIR के सब्जेक्ट में कुछ नया डिसिप्लिन हुआ. अब यू आर अवेयर अबाउट फेडरलिज्म. सपोज करो एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं मैं आपको, मैं पढ़ा नहीं रहा हूं आपको. आप इस कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में अवेयर हैं, फेडरलिज्म के कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में. आर यू अवेयर अबाउट इंटरनेशनल फेडरलिज्म? International federalism. This is a new concept that is emerging. A recent research paper has been submitted on the federalism, which has been moved from federalism to international federalism. वैल्यू एडिशन का मतलब यही होता है कि क्या नया डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है सब्जेक्ट के साथ में. And the best part is you can write an answer by your ordinary text. जो भी आपका ordinary text आप उससे आंसर लिखोगे, आपको नंबर भी मिलेगा. लेकिन जो वो क्वालिटेटिव नंबर है जो आपको चाहिए, आप वो एक पर्टिकुलर एज ले सको बाकी बच्चों से. That will come only when you provide the value addition. And this value addition is not provided by all institute and all teachers. At IQRA IAS we will be providing this text. ये हम हर सब्जेक्ट के साथ में, हर यूनिट जैसे खत्म होगा तो हम उसको वैल्यू ऐड करके आपको बताएंगे कि यू कैन ऐड दिस पॉइंट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंकर, फिलोसोफर, थियरी, डिसिप्लिन, कॉन्सेप्ट, किसमें क्या लगेगा, क्या अपडेट है, ये अपडेट है. दिस इज वैल्यू एडिशन. एंड वी विल ऑल्सो मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू यूज दैट वैल्यू एडिशन व्हाइल राइटिंग द आंसर. तो तभी जाकर के आपके आंसर की जो क्वालिटी है वो इंप्रूव होगी. देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू क्रॉस 280 290 का जो मार्जिन अप टू 300 है या 320 या 340 है, वो तब क्रॉस होता है. जनरली बच्चे कहते हैं कि सर हमने तो पढ़ लिया लेकिन वो 270 275 का मार्जिन क्रॉस नहीं हो रहा है हमारा. द रीजन इज दिस, सम पीपल आर डूइंग इट. आजकल स्टूडेंट खुद ही कर रहे हैं. दे आर ट्राइंग टू रीड सम सर्टेन टेक्स्ट, कुछ जर्नल्स पढ़ रहे हैं, वहां से कुछ टेक्स्ट वो लोग ले रहे हैं. तो दैट जॉब वी विल बी डूइंग दैट एंड वी विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग. ओके. सो यू डोंट हैव टू रन हियर एंड देयर फॉर द सोर्सेस और रिसोर्सेज एज सच. दैट वी विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग एट द IQRA IAS.
थैंक यू सर. नेक्स्ट ये था कि ये जो लाइव वाली बैचेस है, सपोज कोई बच्चा नहीं देख पाए तो क्या उसको रिकॉर्डेड में भी मिलेगी?
रिकॉर्डेड मिलेगा, लेकिन बहुत लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए मिलेगा आपको रिकॉर्डेड। स्पेसिफाई किया जाएगा टाइम का कि इतने टाइम तक के आपको रिकॉर्डेड मिलेगा। दैट्स इट।
थैंक यू सर। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है कि संजय सर क्या पढ़ाएंगे and आप क्या पढ़ाएंगे जनरली, मतलब कैसे कैसे?
Sanjay sir will be covering majorly the theory part. The theory part in both the paper 1 and paper 2. पेपर 1 और पेपर 2 में संजय सर theory part कवर करेंगे, and I will be dealing majorly with the current affair area, that is contemporary area. You can talk about world politics, that is paper 2. ठीक है, you can Indian foreign policy और इंडियाज इंटरेक्शन विद द वर्ल्ड, दैट इज ये दोनों पार्ट पेपर 2 का है। ठीक है, आई विल बी टेकिंग दिस पार्ट, द पेपर 2 का कुछ ये पार्ट जो है मैं इसी पेपर 2 में देयर इज अ थियरी, कंपैरेटिव पॉलिटिक्स है और इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन की थियरीज है, दैट विल बी कवर्ड बाय द संजय सर, और पेपर 1 संजय सर पूरा पढ़ाएंगे। ठीक है, ओके UD sir, this is an arrangement for the course by both the, अगर ऐसा कुछ हुआ कि the availability of Sanjay sir is not there, then I'll take some classes from the paper 1 also. Okay, मतलब जनरली ऐसा होता नहीं है, लेकिन अगर ऐसा हुआ कि संजय सर की तबीयत खराब हो गई, अनफॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट्स ऐसे कुछ हो गए, तो आई विल बी टेकिंग सर्टेन एस्पेक्ट ऑफ दैट आल्सो। ओके, बट सो फार वी हैव डिवाइडेड दिस पार्ट, हम ऐसे डिवाइड कर रखे हैं। ठीक है,
थैंक यू सर। सर एक बार वो जो स्लाइड्स है उसमें से अगर कुछ थोड़ा सा पोर्शन के बारे में थोड़ा सा दिखा दें, जस्ट जनरल आइडिया।
ओके, सो द कोर्स कैसे रन करेगा हमारा, इट विल बी अ, सॉरी लेट मी चेंज द कलर। ओके, 1 लेक्चर एवरी वीक अबाउट द पॉलिटिकल इंटरनेशनल डेवलपमेंट सैटरडे को होगा आपका, जो कि मैंने आपको बताया है, दैट इज 5+1 में जो पहली एक क्लास है वो इसके ऊपर हो, क्या डेवलपमेंट करंट अफेयर में हुआ, आपका रिवीजन कैसा है, लेक्चर्स में क्या डाउट है, वो सेशंस हम यहाँ पे लेंगे। आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस विल आल्सो बी कंडक्टेड एट एंड ऑफ एवरी यूनिट। जैसे आपका सिलेबस का एक यूनिट खत्म हुआ, ठीक है, देन ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग द PYQ, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन, एंड वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग द आंसर राइटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी कि आंसर इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे कैसे लिखना है। ठीक है, मान लो आपका वेस्टर्न पॉलिटिकल थिंकर खत्म हो गया, देन आई डिस्कस द वेस्टर्न पॉलिटिकल थिंकर पे कैसे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं। मान लो आपका क्वेश्चन टॉपिक खत्म हुआ राइट्स, आई डिस्कस द राइट पे कैसे क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं। पेपर 2 में आपका खत्म हुआ ग्लोबलाइजेशन, देन ग्लोबलाइजेशन का पूरा यूनिट जो है अगर वो खत्म हुआ, देन आई टॉक अबाउट द ग्लोबलाइजेशन, कैसे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, कैसे बन रहे हैं, आगे कैसे आने के चांसेस हैं। सो आंसर राइटिंग विल बी डिस्कस एट एवरी यूनिट, हर यूनिट के बाद में आंसर राइटिंग डिस्कशन स्टार्ट होगा आपका। Along with this, there will be a regular mentorship. If there is a doubt with respect to the strategy, how to read it, which part to read, which part to not to focus on, ठीक है, किस पे हम ज़्यादा emphasize करें तो हमारा ज़्यादा नंबर बनेगा, ठीक है, that will be mentored by me, ठीक है। I will be discussing that strategy with each and every student separately. If they want it separately, they can ask me separately. If they want it, I'll generally talk in the class as well. If somebody want to discuss separately, they can discuss separately with me. There is no issue. Okay, the mentorship. The notes, I have already talked about the notes. Notes on the current development will be provided weekly. Current development में जो current affair का notes होगा आपको हर week. This is not the ordinary notes. This is not the notes of GS paper. ये आपके political science का notes है, पॉलिटिकल साइंस के सब्जेक्ट का नोट्स है, जो कि जीएस से बहुत अलग होता है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपको स्कॉलर्स कोट लिखने होते हैं, किस जो है एक्सपर्ट्स ने क्या बोला है, कैसे चीज़ें डेवलप्ड हो रही हैं, उसके बारे में है नोट्स। This we have kept very specially for you people. The reason is we don't want you to study the multiple magazines and the newspaper. ठीक है, to keep yourself updated. That is the job that we are doing at the IQRA. And we are providing that resources to you so that you can easily sit at your home and you can focus only on the studying, not to, finding the different resources or not running after the resources. So that it is like this program we have made in such a way, it's like a one-stop shop. आप आए, एडमिशन लें, आपका एडमिशन हो गया, उसी हिसाब से हम सारी चीज़ें जो रिक्वायर्ड है एक अच्छा मार्क्स लाने की, दैट वी विल बी केटरिंग. The only condition is you should be willing to put that much effort with the subject. उतना एफर्ट आपको डालना पड़ेगा जितना वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम यू पीपल, तब जाकर के वो 300, 280, 290 का ब्रैकेट क्रॉस होता है. ठीक है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस देयर विल बी एवरी क्लास, आई हैव टोल्ड यू 2.5 आवर्स. 1:30 PM को क्लास स्टार्ट होगी, इट विल एंड एट 4 PM. 4 PM ये आपके मंडे टू फ्राइडे का टाइमिंग है. मंडे टू फ्राइडे. सैटरडे एंड संडे की टाइमिंग चेंज हो सकती है, बट इट विल बी डिपेंड्स अपॉन द कैसा जा रहा है क्लास, अवेलेबिलिटी कैसी है. ठीक है, तो उसी हिसाब से हम चेंज करें, पर वो उस दिन हो ही, एंड मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इट विल हैपन इन द डे टाइम, नॉट इन द नाइट टाइम. ओके. Then you can see the class timing, explanation and dictation, classroom materials I have discussed. You will getting the classroom materials. You will also getting the materials and thorough analysis of the recent update, that is printed notes and the value additions. You will be also getting this. Okay. So it got repeated. So I have discussed, and sir has, so fees is 40,000 for the first 50 students. The fees is 25,000, and this part is filling very fast. So you can register as soon as possible so that you can avail the discount that we have kept for the students. Okay, right? So UD sir, I guess I have covered the features also on the board, and the class will start from 31st of October. This class will, the duration of the class is 6 months. Okay, it also include the test series. The test series schedule is already there on the website. It will start in the month of first week of January. After you will completing the substantial portion of PSIR, then we'll start the test series. Okay, it will not have any benefit if we start it very early. So for that reason we have kept the test series in such a way that you will have certain knowledge, कुछ knowledge आप gather करेंगे, उसके बाद टेस्ट लिखेंगे आप. ठीक है. 6 month को this will end on 30th of April. There is a proper schedule is given on the website. Please visit the website and see the schedule that we have made. ठीक है, वो schedule हमने बनाया है, उसका पूरे 6 month plan आपको दिया है already. So you can visit that plan also. ठीक है, you can go and visit that plan and you can access that area. Okay. Sir, UD sir, any more question?
Most of the questions have been answered, sir. And we'll also be arranging such kind of sessions in future also before the start of the batch. The batch starting date is 31st of October, as sir said. And उससे पहले और भी 2-3 session तो आपके हो नहीं जाएंगे. Still, people who have joined us on Telegram, आप उसके बारे में पूछ ही सकते हैं. You can visit www.iqraias.com and you can click on the optional subject PSIR and you can find more information. Thank you so much for your time, Irshad sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, students, for participating in this session. And we would like to see you as a student as soon as on the 31st of October. So we will also learn in this how to cater the demand of the students, and you will also gain a lot from our experienced teacher Sanjay Thakur sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this. Thank you.